Morning chaps, how's it going? I know a lot of you guys aren't as interested in American politics as I am, being as I'm a bloody American. Might not sound like one, but I technically am. I do think it's important to everyone though. America is, where they go we follow. They are the global leader, and it's always the same. If it happens over here, it happens over there. That's why everyone's constantly watching the US with bated breath. The culture, the strength of its culture, the movies, the TV, the institutions, the music. It's literally like, whatever they do, we follow them down that same road fucking 5 years later. That's just a fact. So it is interesting what's going on over here. And I think, after Biden opened his yap, we know the silly old bastard has got absolutely no idea what's going on. He probably didn't even say this himself. He was probably wanking in his dressing gown when someone wrote this. It won't have been him. But he doesn't know what he's talking about. So they just thrust these things in front of him and he signs them, doesn't he? But the point is, he's malleable. He's a puppet being led by the nose, and he does what he's told. He does what he's told at this point. And if they've got it in for... Clinton especially was, heard on tape saying, oh, you've got to have a public and a private persona, which means you have to be a lying bastard and talk complete shit to the plebs whenever you get in front of them on the television. But when you're in private, you tell everyone, yeah, we want a global economy, we want a global world, we all want to be singing off the same hymn sheet, everybody's bank details are known to everybody else, you have to pay your taxes, you can't get out of anything, we know where you've been and we know what you've spent. That's what they're all for, these twats. And with that in mind, I think every single British person should be a Trump supporter at this point. Biden is hostile to individual freedoms. He's definitely hostile to an independent UK. And Trump isn't. Trump's an Anglophile. So it's important to me, and I think we need Trump to win. Look, any trade deal between the US and the UK must be contingent upon respect for the agreement and preventing the return of a hard border, period. Yeah, okay. So Biden's got it in for us. So I know where my loyalties lie. With the orange god, the god emperor. I'll tell you what though, you've got to give some credit to the people who make the memes, because how true with her. He might look a bit weird with his fake tan, but he's got bollocks like coconuts. I think it's that old man strength that some old blokes have, Like when your dad punches someone in the face in the local pub and then ends up with a load of young lads rolling about on top of him. And he gets up bloodied but unbowed a few moments later. And you think, well, that was weird. How come he didn't get his hip broken? And it's old man strength. Old men, for some bizarre reason, have this strange constitution. I think it must be because you lose all of your feeling in your body, don't you? And I have read about that. Your nerves start to lose... Everything just starts to lose feeling, basically. So, sex isn't as good, food doesn't taste as nice, and with regards to old man strength, pain doesn't hurt as much. So he's like a fucking old haggard silverback who just rises from the ground after he's been mashed into the turf by a younger one. Doesn't seem to bother him at all. 48 hours, it said, US President Donald Trump has completed his course of treatment and can return to public engagements this week. And how? I knew a nurse that had it. My mate's sister. She was fucked for 3 weeks. Every time she got a test, she tested positive again. So I have no idea how he's managed it. But there you go. Unless you're a conspiracy theorist, like a lot of people are nowadays, fucking Alex Jones, and you think that it's all a scam and he wasn't actually sick. And again, with us, as I always tell conspiracy theorists, what you have to think is, how many people would be involved? It's like the 9/11 one. Like, you'd have to have George Bush being secret best mates with Osama bin Laden and making arrangements with about 600 different people. Doesn't make sense. Considering how many people work in hospitals and do testing, I don't believe the conspiracy theory that he never had it. But that's just me. Make of that what you will. Maybe I'm an idiot. You knock yourself out. A memo released by the White House on Thursday evening said he was displaying no signs to suggest progression of illness, and Saturday will be day 10 since Thursday's diagnosis. Based on the trajectory of advanced diagnostics the team has been conducting, I fully anticipate the President's safe return to public engagements at that time. Mental. So he's Tommy fucking Rockers, Billy Big Balls, marching through the White House like he hasn't even been ill. I don't fucking get it. Although he has been taking powerful steroids, so maybe we should take the nuclear codes off him just for a few days. We've all been at the gym when some roidhead's gone into a frenzy and started trying to push the machines over. Roid rage is a thing, so I reckon we take the codes off him for a few days, but that's just me. Oh, look, I'll have to do that on Sunday. What's this? What the TV and film get wrong about Paris? Well, I'll tell you what they get wrong about Paris. It's not an absolutely disgusting, burning shithole with swarthy third world strangers trying to sell you fucking trinkets with it when you get within a mile of the bastard Eiffel Tower. That's what they get wrong. But I'll save that for Sunday. Teaser for you. The election's going to be held on 3rd of November. Opinion polls suggest Mr. Biden has a single-digit lead nationally, but the outcome is often decided in battleground states where the races can be much closer. 6 million ballots have already been cast. I don't believe the polls. I'm convinced it's going to be much, much closer than they're making out. I do not believe that loads of Democrats who are, centrist aren't gonna hold the nose and just go for Trump, because the communists have got the bit between the teeth at the moment. Which is the one story I did want to mention before I fuck off. How bad's this? Right, this is near my house, this. This is the freeway you drive down, the 405, to get from Pasadena going to LA. And there was a big massive Trump sign next to the road. It's been taken down, right? This is mad, this. It was on private land. Someone owns that land. It's a private property. It says a large Trump sign erected overnight on hillside near 405 was taken down by authorities. The sign, consisting of white capital letters, was taken down by Caltrans workers, that's California Transport, at 9 a.m. It was not known who put the sign in place. Now, the LAPD nor the California Highway Patrol knew. Freeway traffic was not affected. Lauren Wunder, Chief Public Information Officer for Caltrans, told the LA Times that the sign was on private property. For that reason, they laid it down so it wasn't a visual distraction, but did not completely remove the sign, which was noticed at 7 a.m. This was a life and safety issue because there were concerns about distracted driving. Unfucking believable. Distracted driving. Honestly, has anyone ever had to drive through LA? Like, seriously. Distracted driving. This is what you drive past on the 405. This is what you drive past on Main Street in LA. Massive titty bars with neon signs. There's more neon signs in America than you can shake a stick at. Look at that shit. You don't think that's going to distract you? It's actually a piss take to claim that it distracts people. Seriously. In LA. It's just... He paved the way for big electronic billboards, then 75 grand poured in for his re-election. Look, that's what you drive past in LA. You don't think that's going to distract you? Men like beer. Fucking, you can drive past that in the middle of the night. Look, that's one of the big junctions in downtown LA. Got shit like that. Seriously, just look at that. But you can't have that. Are you pulling my fucking pisser? It's outrageous. Nakedly partisan, as everything is in America now. Everything is partisan. You could be eating a ham sandwich. Someone will tell you it's partisan. Oh yeah, Trump likes them, you fucking bastard. Depending on where you are. Depending on where you are, they will do you for anything. Like, if you're in a blue state and you put a Trump sign up, they will find an excuse to fuck you. And if you're in a red state and you put a big massive Obama sign up, well, I dare say they'll do the same. We are living in a fucking autocracy at this point. Like, depending on which state you live in, you can be treated like the God Emperor, that Darius is in charge. It's fucking mad. That is an absolute fucking outrage. And whoever's land it is wants to print out that fucking story there, take that photo in there and say, I want my bills paying for the next 20 years, you cheeky bastards. What a piss take that is. Unbelievable. So yeah, that was just one story that annoyed me today. Hypocrisy. Just disgraceful. Outrageous. They wouldn't have took it down if it was a fucking Biden sign, would they? You know they wouldn't. You know for a fact they wouldn't. Scandalous. Anyway, that's me for the day, lads. Just making a short one. As I said, I think we all should be rooting for the orange god. The suntan defender. It's all down to him. Because if we're all in the shit, if Biden gets in, he's not going to look favourably upon the UK. I think that much is fucking clear. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'll see you all on Sunday for my weekly news roundup. There's been some crackers this week. Like being black at Cambridge. Yeah, there's another teaser for Sunday. Ugh, unbelievable. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.